years ago, we came into a situation where with our existing traditional PBX, which was originally Ericsson, end of life, end of sales. So we had to come up with a plan to go forward with a new type system. So we decided on a Cisco voice over IP solution, and through our vendor support group out of Phoenix, which is Black Box, Jay Ivey introduced us to Phybridge, the PoLRE box. I mean, we've had nothing but success with that system. We went into one of our distribution locations and basically set up, installed the box and ran cables to our existing copper plant and went out to the end location with IP phones and ran some tests, and right off the bat we were able to get those signals to go through and have a successful connection to our voice over IP phone. Originally, when we started, I mean, going into a PoE type solution, we ran into some issues, and it took us, a week or so to get that completed. With a Phybridge, basically we plugged it in and started punching down cables and making connections to those phones. We were able to get that done in probably a quarter of that time, knowing that we didn't have to worry about the infrastructure that was in place in some of these older buildings that we hadn't looked at updating. So in that perspective, we didn't have to worry about spending the time to get that ready. Basically, those buildings were ready to go as they were. As far as financial savings, the time was the biggest thing. I mean, going with the PoLRE box, basically we were able to utilize existing copper plant that was already in place. So we're able to save quite a bit of money.
Voice over IP is not only about migrating into this technology solution. Everyone can spend money and time to do that. I think there's a really good story behind this when we use the PoLRE. It's about integrating the workforce as well. It's about a networking guy working with telephone guys, integrating the workforce for them to work together. And I think PoLRE's solution offers that bridge that will help us migrate the workforce from the telephone world to the networking, and vice versa, for the networking guys to understand the telephone world. I think it's making time management for this migration easier, because telephone guys have their own projects they have to worry about. Networking guys also have their own projects. So now with this, we can pick and choose buildings, which one to upgrade according to their work schedule, so it helps immensely. It allows us to move better into the future, of course. Our schedule is freed up. We can work this, like I said, according to the telephone guy's schedules, as well as the networking guy's schedule. And then it gives us more room to breathe and then to think, to redesign whatever will be best for the university.
If you're looking at upgrading to a new platform, a voice over IP platform, and you're concerned about your infrastructure, basically with Phybridge, there's no concern. You can utilize your existing copper plant that you've used for years and years and years and years to be able to bring your environment into a voice over IP type solution.